Thanks for joining us on Daytime. The Excellence Conference is back, and Ian, Shante, and Matthew are here to tell us more. I'm pretty excited. I mean, any conference that's known as the Excellence Conference sounds pretty awesome.
Sure.
So who would like to tell us about the Excellence Conference and what it is? Ian?
I'll start, yeah,
Okay.
definitely. So the Excellence Conference started with someone named Celia Miko. She was a mom and a professional. She saw an article in the Globe and Mail in 2011. The article is called The Myth of the Brainy Immigrant. And there's an alarming statistic in that article said 23% of West Indian and Latino students move on from high school and go into post-secondary education. She didn't think that, she didn't believe the stat. So she went to the University of Toronto researcher to find out about the stat. He's like, it's true, and one of the reasons why is that there's not enough cultural capital in the West Indian Caribbean community, which means that the students don't see people that look like them in all these different fields that are out there. So she decided, take it among herself and a few friends, to put together an event where students can see professionals that look like them.
That is a great idea.
Sure.
And Shante, you are a relationship coach.
Correct.
What is your involvement with the conference?
Last year, I served as a role model and mentor for the youth at the conference. I'm also a psychology and a mental health student at University of Toronto, so yeah.
So at the conference, as a role model, what do you do?
Basically, these students are walking around, and we have our booth set up, and we are educating them on ways in which they can take the same paths that we took. So we're kind of just giving them the ins and outs of what it takes to do the career that we're doing.
And Matthew, you participated last year, so this will be your second time participating. And last year you were a volunteer. What was the conference like for you?
Yeah, the conference was really nice and very interesting. Like, you can see a bunch of professionals and people who come from all different fields and backgrounds, and you can just talk to them, and it's a really nice time socializing. And I got to help out, so I also got to talk to some of the students and people who were just visiting the conference, so it was really a nice experience for me.
Did it give you an aha moment? Were you there meeting people and think, you know what, that is something I might like to do in my future?
Yeah, I got to talk to some urban planner, and I thought you had some really interesting work, and I also got to talk to a computer scientist, and I was talking to them, and we had some a very nice conversation. We had some personality traits that I found would help me in my field that I'm planning to go into. So that was really nice for me.
It sounds so inspirational. And Ian, why don't you tell us the day of the conference and how people can participate and register?
Awesome. So the day of is this Saturday, October 1st, 2016. It starts at 10 a.m. It's at Ajax High School. That's 305 Bailey Street East, so the corner of Harwood and Bailey, a little bit east on Bailey. So it starts at 10 a.m. It goes all the way till 2:30, so you still have your afternoon free. So we have a panel discussion, we have a keynote speaker, and we have a workshop for parents and a workshop for students.
So sort of concurrent sessions, the workshop for parents and students, so parents go in this direction and students go in the other?
Perfect, that's right.
That's a lot of fun. What will the parents learn?
They'll be learning about mental health. So there'll be a panel discussion based on mental health. So the mental health stigma, the spectrum of mental health, how to help strategies on helping their students cope, build more resiliency. And then students, you like this, students will actually learn about how to get into TV and broadcasting. Yeah.
Very exciting. And Ian, why did you decide to get involved in such an important event?
So I think two reasons. I grew up in Durham in the 80s, and I always have a joke that I say that when I grew up, there wasn't too many kids that looked like me. For Black History Month at my school, instead of showing pictures of like Martin Luther King and Viola Desmond, they just showed pictures of my family moving into town. So, so because of that, I know Durham has changed a lot now. The biggest minority group in Durham is actually West Indian Caribbean. Right. So it's a perfect place to have it. And I've always wanted to give back to young people, being a young person that grew up in Durham. So that's why when I heard about it, I was really excited about it and I really wanted to be a part of it.
That's amazing. Yeah. And Shante, what are your hopes when you see an event like this happening? What are you hoping for the students who participate?
Well, I know for me, when I was their ages, I was very confused about what it is that I wanted to do. I took a lot of different paths, tried a lot of different things. So for me, even participating as a role model, I saw it as a way to give them hope and let them know, especially if they're at school and they're seeing these careers and they're not really seeing where they fit in with that career. I wanted to show them that there are different paths that you can take that may not be out there. Like, especially with online entrepreneurship and stuff like that, where it's maybe not the normal path, but it's still a path.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for making a difference in our community. I love
pleasure.
having you all here.
Awesome.
And that's
you.
the end of our show for today. Thank you to all of our incredible guests for stopping by and to you at home for watching. I'm Denise Merrick, and we'll see you soon on Daytime.
Thanks, Denise.